Don't let fear stop you from becoming who you truly are. You might be asking yourself, Will, what does that even mean? Um, and what I would respond to that is to start doing things that you feel like give you a sense of purpose, or things that you want to do in your life, and don't let fear be an object that stops you. Um, an example, please don't mind my cat. An example for me would be when I was 16, I really wanted to go to Japan. Um, there's a lot of memes about people going to Japan now, and it's really funny because it's kind of true. But when I was 16, I really wanted to go to Japan. And I, last year, ended up going with my best friend. We had a good time, probably one of the coolest trips I've ever taken. I had the most fun. We did 1 week in Tokyo, 1 week in Osaka, and it was super awesome. But when I was booking it, I felt like there was never a good time to actually book it. Like, I always felt like, oh, well, financially, maybe not, or I gotta get work off, like, I don't know. And it actually took me just booking it to actually do it. Um, and it was one of the coolest things that I've ever done, and it was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. And although it was planned, it still felt mentally, it felt spontaneous. And I'm just trying to get back into the idea of not letting fear stop me from becoming who I want to be and the things I want to do. There's a lot of new things that I want to try. I just bought a sewing kit. Can't see it back there, but I just bought a sewing kit because I want to make my own clothes. I don't know anything about sewing at all, but I'm confident in my ability to learn, and I think that it's totally something that's possible for me. I don't think it's out of my reach or that I can't learn how to sew. So I'm going to learn how to sew. Another thing is I wanted to start, some sort of business where I could maybe sell the clothes that I make or whatever I end up making. Um, and that's kind of scary too, because you don't really know what that means. Or starting a new job. The process of starting a new job, sometimes it can feel like you're never really ready for it. And there's just some things I think in life that you will just not really ever be ready to make a switch. You get comfortable somewhere, you start getting into a groove, you start talking to your coworkers, and you're like, oh man, I don't really want to leave. 1 year turns into two to three. And so that's kind of like where I'm at right now. But I think that looking at different jobs and different avenues and different things that I could do, they're all things that I want to do, but it's just that it just never feels like it's going to be a good time for it. And yeah, that's just kind of when I realized that there's never going to be a good time for things like that. There's always going to be some sort of obstruction or something in the way, especially with trips. So next, I'm looking at, okay, where might I want to go? But even now, I can feel like the mentality that I have with myself of being doubtful, oh, well, financially, like, what if something comes up? Or, wow, hold on, I gotta get a video of this cat real quick. Hold on. Wow, he's going ham. That is crazy work. Anyways, um, it's just things like that. But honestly, you could even look at it from a different perspective. And there's something else that I saw that I really liked, and it was that, every day you wake up, you have the ability to reinvent yourself. And that's true. I mean, you could wake up one day and completely change how you dress, or you could change your mannerisms, hopefully for the better. Um, and every day is an opportunity to reinvent yourself and start something new. And I feel like there's a lot of beauty in that not a lot of people really consider, I guess, in the day-to-day life aspect of that. You have so much power to control the things that you do, the words that you say, how you carry yourself, really. And I think that it's something that bro is so locked in. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to focus. Um but just always being interested in trying new things and not being as scared not being scared of failing. I think that's a big thing. I've had like I used to have a clothing business when I was in middle school or high school, I'm sorry. And obviously I don't do it anymore. But I used to, and it went well. Some people could count that out as a failure because I stopped doing it. I used to do like reselling on Facebook where like I'd go to different garage sales, buy some stuff, clothes, whatever, and just resell it on Facebook. And that thing was another thing that did really well. But these are things that I stopped doing. And I think I gotta fall in love with trying again and learning new things again, because I've just gotten so deep into a groove of like my current work and doing the same thing over and over, or like my current schedule of doing the same thing. And so I just feel like there's got to be a little bit of a change up that I got to make, and there's got to be some sort of newness or uniqueness, I guess, to my routine. So yeah, I was making this video to say, don't be scared to try new things, and don't be scared to do the things that you feel like are actually true to you. Like I said, I've always loved clothes. It's always been something that I've been passionate about, and especially being creative in the sense of designing, or however. I used to do like heat press, so I used to take like vinyl and press it onto the shirts. Oh, you're coming back. That was, the main way that I did it. But now I have so much creativity with sewing, but I don't know how to sew. But that's kind of the beauty in it. I bought the sewing machine, and now I'm going to teach myself how to sew. And either it works or it doesn't work, and I sell the sewing machine. But it will work. It's going to work, like 100%. But yeah, man, just fall in love with trying new things. Fall in love with, being uncomfortable and putting yourself in new situations where you can grow, because I feel like once you get complacent, you won't be, like if you're not uncomfortable to an extent, you might not be growing. You know what I mean? If you're not putting yourself in new situations, if you're not learning new skills, it's kind of where I've been at, where I'm just like, I'm not learning anything new in my work. I've kind of hit a little thing, and I'm not going to go any farther than that. And there's nothing else for me to learn, for me to see, for me to do. So I think it's time to start a new journey. But obviously with that comes new things that you don't really know what the outcomes are, and that could be scary. So it's just kind of a message to me and anyone else who watches this, to just not be scared of doing the things that you feel like you need to do. And if it's scary, it's scary. I mean, do it anyways. Do it scared if you have to. But definitely just do it. And whatever that means for you, if that means starting a new job, going to university, starting a business, trying a new hobby, asking your girl out, whatever it is, anything new is scary. Going on first dates. Okay, little story. I know I keep trying to end it. I got a girlfriend on Friday, and on our first date, I didn't think she liked me at all, and I was horrified. And we were just talking about it actually the other day, and she had brought up how she was like, yeah, you seem so calm and so composed and so normal, but I was so scared. Like, I was horrified. First dates are so freaky. And ironically enough, like, she's my girlfriend now, and she's awesome, and I'm so thankful for her. And she's beautiful, smart, funny, intelligent, amazing. She's an amazing woman. But I would have never met her had I not been willing to put myself in an uncomfortable situation, and not let that fear kind of take over, if that makes sense. So yeah, everybody, anybody, whoever, live life to your full extent. Do things that you want to do. You are alive. Are you biting me? You are alive. You are given another gracious opportunity to try things. At some point, you're going to blink and it'll all be over, and it won't matter anyways, because nobody's going to care. Everyone's going to be dead. So try new things, get out there, explore, and book the trip. See you.